Right. This is scary. Gervonta Tank Davis is working on his versatility. We already know he has that ultimate equalizer, that special God-gifted one-punch knockout power. But he also can box. Gervonta Tank Davis, he's very durable, has a chin, never seen him visibly hurt. Gervonta Tank Davis also has great footwork.
Davis was recently seen training hard, showing off his incredible speed on the punching bag and while working with his trainer on the pads. He also practiced shadowboxing, focusing purely on speed. This speed, combined with his powerful punches, makes him a dangerous knockout artist. His team believes that in the first fight, Lamont Roach managed to handle most of Davis's punches because he saw them coming, otherwise, he would have been knocked out like Davis's other 28 opponents. The new training footage was impressive, drawing thousands of likes and comments from fans, champions, and boxing legends. In the video, Davis worked on body exercises, stretches, and push-ups, then tested his punch power on the bag before sparring for an hour without breaks, showing his strength, endurance, and skill. Although some have accused him of not training seriously in the past, especially after talk of retirement, Davis now seems fully committed as he prepares for the rematch with the only fighter who has left a mark on his record. Sessions like these, filled with intensity and discipline, are what create true champions. Gervonta Davis's status as a champion is unquestionable, and his recent training shows an impressive mix of power, athleticism, and determination. He looks ready to turn Lamont Roach into his personal punching bag in their upcoming fight. While Roach seems confident, he will need to prove himself in the ring if he wants any chance against Davis, one of the most feared fighters in the lightweight division. Davis has also been showing off his excellent physical shape, already looking close to his ideal fight weight. In a recent photo, he displayed his strong, well-toned physique, making it clear that he hasn't given up on the sport and is more than ready for battle. Fans have noticed Davis's sharp, motivated shape, with many suggesting it's a sign he might reverse his decision to retire. One fan commented, "And you think he's going to retire? Clearly very motivated." Another wrote, "I thought he wasn't in good condition or disciplined. He always gained weight between fights, but this guy is serious." Someone else added, "He looks amazing. Roach is in trouble. No way he's retiring after this." Another fan even said, "He must fight Vasily Lomachenko and Keyshawn Davis. He can't retire in this shape." However, not everyone was impressed. One fan claimed Davis is simply getting in shape to knock out someone who never had a chance against him. As for Lamont Roach, he remains confident. "I worked my head off," Roach said. "If he's on his way out, why not kick his butt out? I love proving people wrong, and proving myself right. Right now, they've really got me fired up, so I'm ready to upset a lot of people." Roach predicts it will be the fight of the year and the start of his own legacy. After Davis, he plans to face another champion next, whether at 130 or 135 pounds. "I want to prove that I'm the best." Gervonta "Tank" Davis has shocked the boxing world with jaw-dropping training footage ahead of his rematch with Lamont Roach. Many boxing professionals now see him as the clear favorite. According to HBO boxing legend Jim Lampley, Davis is on track to earn his 31st career win and 29th knockout when he defends his WBA lightweight title against Roach this August. Roach has tried to stay optimistic, but Lampley pointed out that he's known Davis since his amateur days and is well aware of the champion's precision, power, and style. Roach has expressed his hunger to begin building his own boxing legacy and recognizes the huge opportunities an upset win could bring. While Lampley praised Roach's strong performance in their first fight, he believes it was more about Roach exceeding expectations rather than truly outclassing Tank.
And if he doesn't win it, then it's exactly what I thought it was, which is another event in the ongoing, very successful career of a unique fighter. And I think that Tank Davis is a unique fighter because of his...
What Roach has not yet shown is a clear plan for solving the puzzle that has led to Gervonta Tank Davis delivering a long list of brutal knockouts, the very thing that has made him one of the biggest rising stars in boxing. Jim Lampley remains highly impressed with Davis, not only because of his knockout power, but also because of the complete performance he displayed in their last fight. The 30-year-old from Baltimore has the heavy hands for highlight reel finishes, but it's his overall skill and ring IQ that make him so dangerous.
And if he doesn't win it, then it's exactly what I thought it was, which is another event in the ongoing, very successful career of a unique fighter. And I think that Tank Davis is a unique fighter because of his precision, the style in which he fights, and the level of power that he's able to apply, particularly with the left hand.
Gotcha.
According to Jim Lampley, even without his devastating punching power, Gervonta Tank Davis would still be one of the best lightweights in the world thanks to his smart boxing skills, southpaw stance, sharp footwork, and killer instinct. But it's his pure power that truly sets him apart. Davis doesn't just beat opponents, he destroys them in a way that's both breathtaking and intimidating. Like a skilled predator, he patiently studies his target, waits for the perfect moment, and then explodes with unstoppable force to end the fight suddenly. His knockouts are picture-perfect, reminiscent of a young Mike Tyson. While Tyson was still developing at that stage, Davis is now in his prime, yet he continues to completely outclass and overwhelm stunned opponents.
Being so overwhelmed by what I saw that I compared him openly in the chat and here on Media Row to a young Roberto Duran. Wow. My good friend Dan Rayfield pointed out to me, quote, he's 29.
Lamont Roach, 29, from Washington, D.C., is the WBA junior lightweight champion. Since losing a title fight to Jamal Herring by unanimous decision in 2019, he has bounced back with 6 straight wins. Roach admits that loss was a turning point, but says he's grown as a fighter since then, something he believes he showed in his first bout with Gervonta Davis. Still, Jim Lampley thinks the result in their August rematch is clear and firmly in Davis's favor.
There's no way in the world you should be comparing him to Duran. But I was thinking of the spectacular punching power for a 135-pound fighter, the comfortable will to violence, the ability to apply the violence the way he did, and it was an impressive show.
Roach has a strong background and is a skilled, capable boxer, Jim Lampley said. But when I asked the most experienced boxing writer I know about Roach's chances in this fight, the answer was, the same chance a caterpillar has crawling in front of a steamroller. Lampley originally said this before their first fight, but now believes that fight has only fueled Gervonta Tank Davis, making him even more dangerous in the rematch.
He has not fought the kind of opposition at this point in his career that Duran had fought at age 29, so I was a little bit overboard.
You know, we acknowledged his talent beforehand about the combination of speed and power, but I asked you, is he...
Lampley predicts a mid-round stoppage win for Davis, setting up possible future fights with Shakur Stevenson or Keyshawn Davis, opponents who, in his view, would stand a better chance than Roach. Even Tank's rival, Claressa Shields, admitted his recent training session was impressive. I think Lamont Roach did a great job in their first fight, Shields said. If he had been a little more aggressive, he could have won a unanimous decision, but he eased off the pressure. Now that he knows he can take Tank's punches, I think he'll be better in the rematch. He's going to take those punches, give them back, and keep the pressure on this time.
I think he would be better, and even a better fighter if he went and did therapy like ASAP. Because I can just tell like he's a little sad, he's a little depressed, even before this fight, you know. So I think it'd be a better fight. I think that Lamont has the mental edge. I think anybody right now would have the mental edge over Tank, because to me, he just needs to take some serious time to, like, you know, deal with whatever he's having to deal with. No.
Although she favors Roach in the rematch, Shields acknowledged Tank's power and skills, offering a surprisingly balanced prediction.
Real quick to Tank and Lamont Roach. Is that the right opponent for Tank?
I don't know why everybody is kind of sleeping on Lamont, but he has a decorated amateur career too. He's a very sturdy kid. He's very skilled. You know, Tank is Tank. You know, and when I say Tank is Tank, I mean like he's a bad man. He can fight. He's tough. I know we had our dispute back and forth, whatever. But at the end of the day, we're talking about just boxing.
Hey, absolutely.
I don't know why everyone is underestimating Lamont, Claressa Shields said. He's had a decorated amateur career, he's tough, and he's skilled. Tank is Tank, and when I say that, I mean he's a dangerous man who can fight and take punishment. Despite their past feud, Shields gave Davis his credit. I know we've had our back and forth, but at the end of the day, if we're talking purely boxing, he's a great fighter and I'm looking forward to this fight. When asked if the matchup was pay-per-view worthy and whether she'd buy it, Shields replied, "I've always bought any fight Tank has had on pay-per-view, and I think Lamont Roach is worth watching. This fight will be very technical, very skillful, and as always, we'll see Tank's power on display. Let the best man win."
I look forward to watching that fight.
Is this a pay-per-view fight though? Would you buy it? Are you gonna buy it?
I'll love any fight that Tank has had pay-per-view. I think that Lamont Roach is worth watching. I think that this fight is going to be very technical, very, very, very skillful, and as always, we're going to see the power of Tank on display.
Absolutely. And Lamont Roach, do you have a relationship with him?
I know him from the amateurs too.
Okay.
The training footage showed Davis moving with incredible speed, faster than many had ever seen from him before. In boxing, it's often said that the punch you don't see is the one that hurts the most, and Davis looked ready to deliver exactly that. One surprising reaction came from Terence Crawford. While his comments were generally positive, he seemed to hold back from giving Davis full credit. Crawford didn't mention Davis by name in his post on X, but it was clear who he was talking about.
If you can punch, you can punch.
Okay.
You know, it may not have the same effect that it did on a smaller guy, on a bigger guy, but if you sharp, you sharp.
I hope Lamont is ready for the good work this.
I hope Lamont is ready for what's coming, one observer said. Davis is putting in some crazy work right now, no exaggeration. Many believe Lamont Roach and Gervonta Davis share a similar level of technical skill and ring IQ. The key advantage for Roach, however, is his warrior chin, which allowed him to absorb some of Tank's hardest punches in their first fight as if they were nothing more than light taps.